This is part 2 to the previous episode.
Now, with all of that being said about Cody and Kevin, we move right into the WWE Women's Championship match. I'm sorry, the first of our WWE Women's Championship matches of the night.
This dude.
Holy shit.
I mean, you're speaking facts, but like this dude.
I'm thinking facts, bro. You can't call me wrong. It is Nia Jax, the champion, taking on Naomi. And as the match they're both accompanied by their lackeys, if you want to call Bianca a lackey. Naomi's accompanied by Bianca, and Nia's accompanied by Candice. And Nia drops Naomi to the floor with a headbutt right as the bell starts. Nia continuously grinds down Naomi and talks shit the entire time, as she does, because she's just a big old bully. Naomi takes advantage of Nia's arrogance, though, to hit a dive of her own and a Samoan freaking drop. I'd say shouting out her husband, Jimmy Uso, Big Jim, with that move.
Big Jim.
Big Jim. Hits that to Nia. A unique hip attack, then a top rope leg drop almost gave Nia the win, though. Naomi later traps Nia in a body scissors until Candice causes a distraction and her and Bianca start fighting on the outside. Naomi counters a top rope power slam later on, driving Nia face first into the mat, and we hear it's Tiffy time. Tiffy runs. Well, she don't want to say. Well, did she run? I can't really remember exactly. But either way, she made her way to the ringside with her briefcase and a referee right next to her. She pretends to cash in before decking Naomi with the briefcase, letting Nia drag her to the corner and drilling the Annihilator for the win. Back in the ring, they're all celebrating, and Bianca Belair is making sure Naomi isn't dead. And Tiffy kind of points over to Bianca to be like, hey, go attack her. Bianca's right there. Like, this is a perfect opportunity. Go jump the EST of WWE. And so Nia does. She goes and attacks Bianca, lays her out, and she goes up for the Annihilator on the second rope. And as she screams out to drop the boom onto Bianca, Tiffy wipes her out with her briefcase. Holy shit. I was losing my mind, bro. Tiffy lays out Candice, and Bianca hits a KOD to fucking Nia. When Tiffy wipes out Bianca, 2 throws her into the announcer's table and officially cashes in Money in the Bank. We then, of course, have to move right into a WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax. Ain't much to talk about, though, because all it is the prettiest moonsault ever. 1, 2, 3, and new Women's Champion.
It's Tiffy time all the time. Now, let me talk to you. Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. That was a little flamboyant. That was not supposed to be flamboyant as it was. But, point being, it's fucking Tiffy time all the time. Don't care.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so pumped for this. Especially with what you mentioned earlier with potentially Charlotte being an idea for that she could face at Mania. She's got to carry that title.
That's the rumored match right now.
She's going to probably fight. This sets up 4 separate title programs, though, for Tiffany, if you really think about it. It sets up the match against Nia at Royal Rumble or Saturday Night's Main Event, I would imagine. Then it sets up the match against Candice LeRae. Then it sets up a match against Naomi. Then it sets up
I would do Candice LeRae at Saturday Night's Main Event. I would do Nia Jax at Royal Rumble. I would do Bianca at Elimination Chamber, and then I would do.
That's really good. And I'd
do Charlotte at WrestleMania.
The title there. Jade screw Bianca over at Elimination Chamber.
Jade screws Bianca.
That'd be really good.
I don't know. I'm starting to kind of fuck with that thread that I showed you a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that whole I do. I like that idea of it. It's a really good one.
I'm kind of messing with that more than anything right now.
Mm-hmm. But this is freaking hype, especially if Rhea does win the title on Monday. Then if we got Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley as our 2 women's champions, Holy shit, bro. That is amazing.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like, damn.
Look, we wanted Tiffy and Rhea. Shit, we got them.
We got them. They are top of the card, and they should be.
Mommy and Tiffy.
Tiffy time. Damn
It's
straight.
Tiffy time. Oh, now Kaiser needs to win a championship. How
Yeah,
come
not
his
Kaiser does.
girl won? Mind you, she's younger than him, like 7 years younger. How come his girl won a title before he did?
Because it's Tiffy time.
Fact. He did tweet out though after she won. It is Tiffy time, so bad respect to that man.
Wait, he tweeted that out?
He retweeted WWE's tweet of her winning the championship.
Let's go, Kaiser. Gotta support.
God.
And after that amazing freaking moment, bro, to start the year off with a bang, Tiffany Stratton cashing in Money in the Bank.
That was You predicted it. I wanted to say it so bad.
We both kind of did. You were in agreement with me. So
fucking bad. Like, you had the idea, though. That's why I was saying you got it. Like, I wanted to text you so bad you got it right, but I was like, I can't text him because he's going to be pissed. Should have just texted you anyways, bro.
Yeah, I ended up spoiling it for myself before I watched the actual match, though, by watching somebody's Snapchat story, but it's okay.
It's alright.
It's fine. It's alright. It was still amazing. Still didn't take anything away from it.
Good.
But that being said, we now move on to a video that is going over the importance of the Oolafala. It shows the Oofalafa.
LA Knight said it. Just saying.
LA Knight did say it. It shows and tells us about Roman's years of dominance leading the bloodline, and after he lost his championship, Solo took his place to call himself Tribal Chief, which shattered the family. Tribal combat, though, will settle everything in a battle of blood on Monday. Then this leads perfectly into the bloodline being led by Solo walking backstage, and Fatu cuts one of his Fatu shit promos. I love you, Solo!
Probably the best promo.
This is the best promo of 2025 so far, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put it against anyone's money.
Well, it's
put it against anything. Put it against anything.
Oh wait, no, that was technically 2024, so I can't.
What?
Say
yeah, the Punk and Rollins one. Yeah,
I almost said it. I was like, wait a damn minute.
This Jacob Fatu promo right here, best promo of the year so far. I love you, Solo.
Solo.
The first thing on the first thing on his mind when he opens his eyes is how much he loves Solo. He is about to show the world. Solo! Bro, the crowd started doing that. I think I put down something like, oh my god, the crowd is even getting into it. He is about to show the world what happens when you don't acknowledge Solo. So after Solo whoops Roman's ass on Monday, the whole world will acknowledge Solo.
Solo's not my tribal chief.
Hey, I've got a point that I want to make.
Oh,
I agree.
I was gonna say, I was like, do not start defending his ass, where you just shit on.
I'm not going to defend him.
Just shitting on him earlier.
I'm not going to defend him. Well, I'm going to defend him, but I'm not going to defend him. I want it to be known. I acknowledge Roman Reigns.
Oh, thank God.
But how is Roman gonna preach that he is like this good guy tribal chief now, but he's gonna let Sami Zayn get jumped week after week? He's gonna let the Usos get jumped week after week. Yet look at the main event. Solo. He's right there. He's on the front lines with his boys week after week. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
Trust, it's all in the plan.
You can't tell me I'm wrong.
It's all in the plan.
How is Roman this big?
It's all in the plan.
I acknowledge my tribal chief. I acknowledge my tribal chief. But Solo's out here week after week with his boys, and Roman is just kind of letting them fight the fight while he's just hiding.
Well, because technically this is Roman versus Solo. This isn't Bloodline versus Bloodline.
Yeah. Technically it's not. Then why is the Bloodline involved?
Because they're family.
But Fatu's still, but Solo's still.
This is their power of the Oofalafa. This isn't This isn't Bloodline versus Bloodline. We already had that. That was War Games. That's what War Games was
so
for.
funny.
Now it's Roman versus Solo. Solo!
Okay. Solo!
Get your ass out here!
Solo!
Dude, Roman cuts some pretty damn good promos when he shows
Roman's
up.
a damn good promo. He's damn.
How the fuck are we gonna say The Rock returns but then never shows up? I think Rock we haven't seen Rock since April. That was June, July, January. What? It's a J
We
month.
haven't seen the Rock since October. What are you talking about?
Oh fuck, you're right.
For 5 seconds.
We were literally just talking about the whole thing with Bad Blood.
No, you're right. You're right. Like the last time we genuinely saw The Rock was the Raw after Netflix when he gave that thing to Cody Rhodes. Which I've been seeing this crazy pitch online. Because Rock handed whatever it was to Cody Rhodes and said, "Don't ever break my heart again," or whatever like that before he left with the People's Champion, and they had that weird like, "Let me hold your belt and you can hold my belt" type thing. It's fucking weird. I've seen people pitching online that what Rock handed Cody, you'll hate it, but it's a Rumble cue ball with the number 30 on it. That basically says that The Rock is going to be number 30 in the next year's Rumble.
That would be crazy. Like, I don't even hate that idea. I am like, wow. Now, do I hate the idea because it involves The Rock? 100%. You left back in 2003, bro. You left the year I was born. Go back. Go back to Hollywood. We don't need you here. It's doing just fine without you.
Alex, you got so passionate about your mic cut out.
Damn it.
No, it was for like 2 seconds. It was like for 2 seconds when you just ran about how The Rock left for fucking whatever amount of years. It's so funny.
This dude.
But yeah, like the idea is that in Cody's hand he holds a little tumble ball like they had in the little bingo thingies or whatever that you pull out of, and it has a number on it. It's number 30.
It's B30. It's B30.
B30. That's a pretty crazy idea.
Where's the N? I think N's 30. I think B is.
No, it would be B30 because of boss.
Oh.
So dumb.
Now you're cooking.
All right.
Now you're cooking.
No, I'm cooking with butter. Yeah, Rocky coming back hopefully at some point. That's the idea. But we move backstage now, if we're ready to. If that is.
Oh yeah.
To Byron Saxton with the megastar L.A. Knight. Yeah. And he asks him about his attack on Shinsuke Nakamura earlier in the night, and Knight just finished talking with Nick Aldis about that. In fact, he just was returning the favor because Nakamura showed up and jumped Knight until he got his title shot, so he's going to do the exact same thing. Monkey see, monkey do it most. Work. Fucking A, I can't talk.
He's pretty good on the mic. I don't know why.
He's so fluid on the fucking mic. How can you talk like this fucking water pouring out of a faucet, bro?
Monkey see, monkey do it most worked because next week
Nick just gave him a U.S. title shot next week on SmackDown, and I'm pretty pumped about it.
Me too.
It's kind of like I have a feeling Knight will lose that one, but I genuinely want it to go to a pay-per-view like Saturday Night's Main Event, like we talked about earlier, or the Rumble. Give it a bigger stage to have Knight win it back, if anything.
Honestly.
What does he say, though? He says, though, after he wins his title back, his eyes will be set on the Royal Rumble and main eventing WrestleMania. I think something big will be set up for LA Knight at Mania, though, to be fair. Like, I think he's not going to get mugged off this year whatsoever. He wasn't mugged off last year, but because he had a match with fucking AJ Styles of all people, you can't say he was mugged off.
Yeah, that was a pretty damn good match.
Mm-hmm. But definitely, I feel as though he should be. If he doesn't walk in there, he should walk in there as U.S. champ. But if he doesn't go in there in a title program, it should be something big. Maybe if John doesn't fight Cody, he can fight LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did tag together at Fastlane. We were there for it.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully LA Knight does get the U.S. title back sooner rather than later. But we then move to our main event, going out to the ring. It is the Timu Bloodline, Solo, Tama, and Jacob taking on the Uso triplets, the Usos.
Usos.
We see the most badass entrance. It was crazy. Jay Uso kind of leading the march through the fan concession area around. Everyone's going crazy.
Yay.
Sammy's going nuts. Jimmy's going nuts. He goes, "Hey, Us, please, 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 hit my music, yeet!" They all three yeet through the crowd, of course, to get to the ring. And before it can the bell can even sound off, before it can all even get started, they just get into a big old brawl that sends the new bloodline out of the ring to the floor. When we get back from commercial, though, match is officially started. The Usos double team for a bit until Jimmy is hung up on the ropes by Solo. Solo, speaking of him, levels his older brother until Sammy Uso gets tagged in. Sammy does some
Uso.
offense. Sammy Uso! Let's go!
Let's go.
Man, that trial of Sami Zayn. Man. Every time I think of Sammy Uso, it's I just think of you feeling oozy? It's not feeling very oozy today.
I'm always feeling Uzi.
Feeling very oozy today. Sammy gets some offense in, but a spinning solo takes him out, and he tags in Fatu so he can hit all of the headbutts, and Tama can pummel him into the mat. Solo then gets taken down by a blue thunder bomb when he fires back, and Sammy gets a hot tag to Jey Uso, who goes nuts for a second before he tags in Jimmy next, and they double team Tama Tonga and send Fatu to the floor. But Fatu almost finishes Jay off a second later, but all three Usos give him hip attacks one after another after another. All three giving homage to their dad Rikishi. Sammy, of course, looks the most like him, I would say. He doesn't stay down long, though, still hitting a splash and a moonsault that gets broken up at 2. And we see a big 6-foot fucking whatever, muscular, handsome Scottish son of a bitch making his way down the entrance way. Drew McIntyre, of course. Jay is completely distracted by this because he fights him on Monday. He takes him out with a dive right away, though. Fatu drags Jay to the corner afterwards. He does some shit to kill him, of course. Crowd yells along with Fatu. This is kind of what I was mentioning earlier. When he goes, "I love you, Solo!" before he hits a hip attack. But the crowd kind of did it. They're kind of behind Fatu. I don't know if it's the actual chant for Solo or if they just chanting because they all love Fatu. I imagine it's because they love Fatu. I love
Of
Fatu
course, yeah, it's got to be Fatu.
too. Jay hits Fatu, though, with a spear and a splash combo, thinking that he was legal, but a Samoan spike from Solo literally a second later gives him the win. And they hold up the ones, and the show goes off the air, of course, making Solo look like a beast before he faces Roman. Damn, oh damn, man.
I'm so excited for Raw.
Raw is going to be unbelievably hyped. SmackDown was nothing but bangers, I would say. It was a 3-hour show, yes, and being the person, I don't know how it was because obviously we watch Raw and SmackDown. I imagine at least a little bit differently because we have to take notes for the individual shows.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the extra hour get added on to SmackDown, but just because it was damn, this is kind of getting to be a long watch at some point. But everything was good. I don't have a single complaint about any of it. It was flipping amazing, and I cannot wait for Raw to make the move back to 3 hours as well. We have 6 hours of weekly content to cover. It's gonna be hype as fuck.
Dude. We can make it 8. Let's do NXT. No, I'm kidding.
Nah. Well, I'm pretty freaking excited. I mean, we've already got. If you think about it, a good WWE PLE probably goes 3 to 4 hours. That's 10 hours a week when you have a PLE going on.
Oh God, it's a lot of recording for us. Damn.
It's a lot of recording. Yep,
That's fine.
but I'm all down for it, dude. I freaking love it. Like I said earlier, we're living in unprecedented times. The content is better than ever. Matches are better than ever. Storylines are, for the most part, all hitting. All pretty big bangers. There's a couple things to iron out, but we'll get there. Of course, nothing can be perfect.
After banger.
Banger after banger after banger. Alex, we got anything else we want to go over on this episode?
Honestly, I don't have anything else.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the first episode of the year. First episode of 2025, of course. We'll see you in the next episode with the first Raw review for Netflix and I'd say officially in the new Netflix era of WWE now when we see y'all next. So make sure y'all head to the socials, go to AR Wrestling X, X AR Wrestling _. Instagram is going to be AR _ Wrestling _. Type in AR Wrestling Podcast into the search engine of all your favorite podcast listening apps and stations, Apple Pod, iHeartRadio, Spotify, etc., etc. Go into YouTube, type AR Wrestling 1020 into the search engine, drop a subscribe, turn on the notifications, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, Happy New Year. Here is to
Happy New
2025
Year.
and a phenomenal year to come and a new era here on Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.